This is Algebra 2, Lesson 3.4, Solving Linear Systems with Scalar Multiplication. So, we have, again, linear systems in standard form. We're going to use the same idea from Lesson 3.3, Elimination. But if I go and I'm trying to decide, do I want to add these equations or do I want to subtract these equations, I don't have the same setup that I had in the previous lesson. I look at my x's, my 3 and my 1 do not match. I look at my y's, my 5 and my 2 do not match. I can't choose add, I can't choose subtract because I don't see a match, so I'm going to use multiplication to make a match. The easiest thing is I see this blank x, so I can put a 3 there. But if I'm doing that, I'm losing my equality, so I can't just throw a 3 on. I need to put a 3 on every single piece of this equation. So everything gets a 3, not just the x. The x gets a 3, the 2y gets a 3, and the 2 gets a 3. And when I say the 2's get 3's, we just do 2 times 3. So x times 3 was 3x, 2y times 3 is 6y, 2 times 3 is 6. I am going to copy that top equation down just to have everything lined up, and now I have a match. And basically, once I make my match with multiplication, I'm doing exactly what I did last lesson. I see a 3x and a 3x. I see a match on my 3's. They are the same sign, so I will subtract these equations. 3x and 3x eliminate. 6y minus 5y is 1y. 6 minus 18 is negative 12. And that's it. Since my coefficient on my y is 1, I don't need to divide. I have y. I can sub y back in to get x. 3x plus 5 times negative 12. That's not negative 12. Is that a positive 18 or a negative 18? I'm going nuts. Ah! That is 12. Sorry, I dropped my eraser. Okay. I'm going nuts. Okay. 5 by 12 is 60. So I can rewrite this 3x minus 60 is 18. It's a minus because the plus and the negative make a minus. And then I can add 60 to both sides of the equation. 3x is 78. And divide both sides by 3. And we got 26. Oops, I didn't show my work. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Okay. So there's an extra step. We have to multiply to make a match. But after we multiply, it's the same thing we did last lesson. Same subtract, opposite add. Find one variable, plug it back in, find the other. We'll do another example. Again, I have no match. 8 and 2 do not match. 5 and 1 do not match. The easiest thing to do is make a match on the 1 coefficient. I'm going to multiply that equation by 5. I'm choosing to multiply by 5 because then my y's will match. Now I also had the option to multiply by 4. Multiplying by 4 would have made a match on the x's because 2 times 4 is 8. But we'll stick with this 5, so this will be 10x, and 5y is 30. I'm going to copy my top equation down so that they're lined up nicely, and I see on my y's now I have 5's. They're both positive, so they have the same sign, same means subtract. 10x minus 8x is 2x, 5y minus 5y is 0, 30 minus 6 is 24. Divide each side by 2, and x is 12. We're going to substitute 12 back into the equation for x. So 8 times 12 plus 5y is 6. Now you can sub it in your original equation, your second original equation. You can even put it in the new equation that you made. They should all come out the same. 8 by 12 is 96. And then we will solve, subtract 96 from each side. divide each side by 5. I need 10 and 8 more. Negative 18. Okay, letter C, I don't see a match. I have 1x and 3x. I have 3y and 9y. I'm going to take that top equation and I'm going to multiply it by 3. That'll put a 3 on my x. So 3x, 9y, 24. We'll recopy to line them up. And right away I notice this is going to be a no solution. If I want to go through the motions, I see a 3 and a 3. They're the same. I will subtract. 3 minus 3 is 0. 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 does not equal 28. No solution. And my last one. 2x, 3x, no match. 4y, 5y, no match. I need to make a match. But this one's not as obvious as the others. I don't have a blank coefficient. What I'm going to have to do on this one is multiply both equations. I'm going to top the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by 2. Then I'll have 6's on both. Six and 6 are the same. I will subtract. 12 minus negative is a plus. 12 plus 10. 24 minus negative 42. Divide. And y is 3. Sub the 3 back in, and we'll go with this original up here. That is 12 minus 12, divide by 2, and x is negative 2. Okay, so I did that pretty quick, but we have lots of examples to go off of, so I hope that wasn't too bad. That is it for the notes. Good luck with the exercises, and please let me know if you have any questions.